Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine with Behind the Markets. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, March 9th. And today I'd like to talk about the Trump administration's new rules. The Commerce Department is actually writing rules to restrict the selling of AI chips, Nvidia chips, AMD chips, maybe Google chips, to any outside countries that don't do a few things for us. And this is something the Biden administration had done for a while. They were actually restricting AI chip sales all around the globe. When the Trump administration took office, being on the right side instead of the left side, their argument was let it flow. So they walked away from Biden's restrictions. And it looks like they're rethinking that strategy. And you got to really imagine that the leverage dynamics in this global chessboard that we talked about on Friday have changed a little bit. Us taking China's energy basically in Iran and Venezuela has given us more leverage to push AI restrictions on chips again. So really, it talks about leverage dynamics in this great global chessboard we're talking about. Again, what Winston Churchill called the great game. So anyway, the Commerce Department now is writing draft regulations that basically say the U.S. would have to approve any AI shipments to anywhere in the world. They need to get American approval. And what they're saying basically is that, look, if somebody's looking for 1,000 of NVIDIA's new chips, we're not going to really stop that up. That would be a very simple review, just a rubber stamp. But if you have a massive deployment, let's say 200,000 chips of NVIDIA's new GPUs owned by one company in one country, the host government actually would have to get involved. And right now, when I bring up 200,000 of NVIDIA's newest chips, because Nscale is a UK company that specializes in renting AI chips to third parties, and it's in England, it's in the UK. This company is trying to buy 200,000 NVIDIA chips, so it builds these plants, 4 sites in the US and Europe, hosting all these chips so that Microsoft has access to AI, speedy AI, vis-a-vis data centers in those countries. So basically what the Trump administration is saying is, look, we'll let our allies have these chips. There's no doubt about it. But in exchange, we want to see you invest in American AI, invest in America. We're really trying to promote the American tech stack and have you invest in America. Now, of course, this would slow down American AI deployment in a couple ways. Number one, just the process of getting approval means that we would have to approve anybody basically over 1,000 chips, let's say. We'd have to approve. That means you get the government involved, and that's not a great place to be. But it looks like they're starting to look at AI as rightfully an issue of national security. American kind of security umbrella will include AI as long as the American tech stack is really what's driving international AI. The counter argument to this has been led by Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia. He says, look, he has been saying, guys, just let everybody get addicted to our AI. Don't put up any barriers. Let them move fast. Let them get it. Let them use it. Let them get addicted to it. Let them build around it. Don't even get in the way of that, because what you want to do, basically a crack dealer on the street, on the corner, is you want to get them addicted to your crack, for lack of a better expression. So that's been Jensen Huang's position. And you can see the Trump administration is really wrestling with this. First, they push away the Biden's export restriction rules now, and they go more to freeing, only placing restrictions on certain countries. Now they're really going back to a more restrictive policy where every country, every company in every country would have to get a review. And if it is a big amount, like these 200,000 chips going to Nscale, this data provider in Europe, in the UK, then basically the host government, the UK's government, will have to get involved. And again, what will the Trump administration ask for? They will ask for a percentage of those chips to be built in America. For example, Nscale says that we're going to build 4 sites. 3 of them are in Europe. 1 of them is in America. Maybe the Trump administration goes and says, look, build 2 in Europe, 2 in America. That's how we want to see this. So they really want influence on industrial policy. The positive is that you create the security umbrella. You do lock in our allies. You do have leverage with AI chips. Everybody wants those, so we do have leverage. The negative is if all government things, bureaucracy tends to feed on itself and grow. If this gets too bureaucratic, too sticky, what happens is companies like Nscale will end up turning to other suppliers. And you open up a big opening to get people looking for alternatives. So this is a tricky situation. In the short term, I expect it to obviously hurt Nvidia and AMD shares. It'll put pressure on their shares until this gets resolved. And by the way, it must be said that this is not policy yet. They're drafting these regulations. The Commerce Department could change their mind. They are looking for public feedback. Anyway, that's all I have for you on this Monday. Have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow.